Being a Muslim is so hard. Why can't I eat what I want? Why do I have to pray 5 times a day? Why does God have to make it so difficult on us?
I try really hard to defend Islam, but why is it only Muslims who commit terrorist attacks?
Do I have to wear hijab when I'm older? Why doesn't Daddy have to wear it?
Islam teaches us that all people are equal. How come sometimes I experience racism when I go to the mosque?
Why are some people poor? Why did Allah not give them any money? Sometimes I pretend I'm not Muslim just so I can fit in at school.
A Muslim man can marry 4 wives, but a woman can't? That seems pretty unfair.
My dad told me Muslims have to be kind to others. Why are there so many Muslim bad guys?
My friends at school keep trying to liberate me by encouraging me to take off my hijab, while at the mosque, people are telling me that I don't even wear it right. I feel like I'm stuck in the middle and I can't fit in anywhere.
If Islam was such a peaceful religion, we wouldn't have to spend so much time defending it. How can people twist it so easily? I don't know if I can follow a religion that makes it that easy to kill people.
Everyone is always pressuring women. Men never have to face the same pressures as we do. It seems as if we barely have any rights in Islam. I'm honestly having a hard time believing that Islam is good for me as a woman.
Maybe they're right.
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 Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Omar Sulaiman, the founder and president of the Yaqeen Institute for Islamic Research. So one of the topics that I had the blessing of studying was internalized Islamophobia. And I did so with a smaller sample size than what's usually done with some of these studies. And that was to really get a detailed and thorough look at how our youth are suffering and how our youth are internalizing Islamophobia. And I know that Islamophobia is a very broad term. So what is Islamophobia? Is new atheism a form of Islamophobia? When you go to school and your teacher parrots something that is historically inaccurate, but at the same time causes you to be put not just in a state of pressure, but also in doubt about your own history. Is that a form of Islamophobia? So what's really happening is that our Muslim youth are getting attacked in so many different ways that they can't really catch up. And young people already have enough to put up with. They already have enough pressure on them. So for them to have to, in the process of constructing and forming their identity, defend their religious identity without properly being equipped is quite tragic. And that's why it's important for us to take a step back and to make sure that we reinforce our Muslim youth intellectually, that we show them compassion and care, that we show them that we're listening to them, that we hear their concerns, and that we address their issues of identity formation at all different levels. What's often happening is that if a Muslim if a young Muslim faces some sort of pressure or some sort of doubt, and then that doubt or that misconception or that Islamophobia is reinforced through a personal interaction, then they're more likely to believe everything that's been said. So if they're hearing that Muslim women are oppressed and then they come to the masjid and they see that their experience is an oppressive experience, then they're likely to believe everything they've heard about Muslim women being oppressed. If they're hearing that Islam is a violent religion and they're encountering violence in their Muslim context, whether that's a family context or elsewhere, then they're likely to associate violent behavior with Islam and believe all those misconceptions. So it's important to have a comprehensive approach to this, and this is what we're trying to do as Yaqeen Institute for Islamic Research, is address these doubts and address this faith crisis and the looming identity crisis in every way possible, and at the very least, let our Muslim youth know that we hear them and that we hurt with them, and that we will do our best to make sure that we stand by them. Help us safeguard the faith of millions of youth across this world, dismantling doubt and establishing conviction one truth at a time. Make a donation today.